The magic paintbrush and the brave little girl. In the quiet village of Willowbrook, nestled between lush green hills and a sparkling river, there lived a young girl named Mia. She was no ordinary child. Mia had a boundless imagination and a deep love for art. Every day after school, she would sit by the old oak tree at the edge of the forest, sketching pictures of her favorite animals, the stars, and magical creatures she dreamed about. One sunny afternoon, as Mia doodled a picture of a soaring dragon, she noticed something glinting in the grass. Curious, she set her sketch pad aside and dug through the blades. Her fingers closed around a strange object, a paintbrush with a golden handle and bristles that shimmered like a rainbow. "This is beautiful," Mia whispered to herself, marveling at the paintbrush's intricate carvings of tiny birds and flowers. She looked around to see if anyone had dropped it, but the meadow was empty. Shrugging, she decided to take it home. That evening, Mia couldn't wait to test her new treasure. She dipped the brush into her watercolors and painted a bright yellow sun on her paper. To her astonishment, the sun lifted off the page and floated into the air, casting its warm, golden light across her small bedroom. "It's magic," Mia gasped, her heart pounding with excitement. She spent the rest of the evening experimenting with her magical paintbrush. She painted a butterfly, which fluttered around her room before landing on her shoulder. She painted a tiny bird, which chirped a cheerful tune before flying out the open window. "This is the most amazing gift ever," Mia exclaimed, but as she gazed at the paintbrush, she wondered, why was it left there? Who gave it to me? The next morning, Mia woke to the sound of birdsong and decided to explore the forest near her village. With the magic paintbrush tucked safely in her bag, she ventured into the trees, hoping to find answers. The forest was alive with the rustling of leaves, the chirping of crickets, and the distant sound of a babbling brook. Mia followed a narrow path until she came to a clearing. In the center stood a small wooden cottage, its walls covered in ivy and its chimney puffing gentle clouds of smoke. Curiosity got the better of her, and Mia knocked on the door. It creaked open, revealing an elderly woman with kind eyes and a long braid of silvery hair. "Hello, dear," the woman said, her voice warm. "What brings you to my little home?" Mia hesitated, but then held up the paintbrush. "I found this in the meadow yesterday. It's special. Do you know anything about it?" The woman's eyes sparkled as she beckoned Mia inside. "Ah, so it has chosen you," she said, sitting by the fireplace. "Chosen me?" Mia asked, confused. The woman nodded. "That paintbrush is no ordinary tool. It was crafted long ago by the Moonlight Sorcerer, who infused it with the power to bring art to life. The brush seeks out a worthy heart, a creative soul who uses its magic for good." Mia's eyes widened. "What kind of good?" "That depends on you," the woman replied. "The paintbrush can bring joy, solve problems, or even protect those in need. But beware, its magic is not meant for selfish desires. Use it wisely." Mia nodded, her mind racing with possibilities. "Thank you," she said, tucking the paintbrush back into her bag. As Mia left the cottage and returned to the village, she noticed something unusual. The fields, once lush and green, were now withered and brown. The river that sparkled yesterday had turned murky and slow. Villagers stood in clusters, their faces etched with worry. "What happened?" Mia asked Mrs. Clover, the baker. "It's the drought," Mrs. Clover said with a sigh. "Our crops are failing, and the river is drying up. If this continues, we won't survive the season." Mia felt a pang of sadness. She couldn't let her village suffer. Clutching the magic paintbrush, she hurried to the riverbank. Taking a deep breath, she painted a large, fluffy cloud on the ground. It rose into the sky, growing darker and heavier until raindrops began to fall. The villagers cheered as the rain soaked the fields and filled the river. Mia's heart swelled with pride. She had used the paintbrush to help. Word of Mia's magical gift spread quickly, and soon, people from neighboring villages came to her with requests. One day, a farmer asked her to paint a scarecrow to protect his crops from crows. Another day, a boy with a broken toy train asked her to bring it to life so he could play with it again. Mia was happy to help, but she began to notice something strange. Each time she used the paintbrush, it grew a little dimmer. The once vivid rainbow bristles were now pale, and the golden handle had lost its shine. Am I using it too much? Mia wondered aloud. She decided to visit the elderly woman in the forest again. When Mia arrived at the cottage, the woman greeted her with a knowing smile. "You've been busy, haven't you?" "I just wanted to help," Mia said. "But the paintbrush is losing its magic." "Why?" The woman chuckled softly. "The paintbrush's magic comes from your heart, Mia. When you give too much of yourself without taking time to rest or replenish, the brush reflects that. It's a reminder that even heroes need balance." Mia nodded, realizing she had been so focused on helping others that she had forgotten to take care of herself. The next day, Mia decided to use the paintbrush one last time before giving it a rest. As she walked through the village, she noticed a group of children huddled near a broken fountain in the town square. "What's wrong?" Mia asked. "We used to play here," said a little boy, "but the fountain broke, and now it's just an empty pool." Mia smiled. She dipped the paintbrush into her watercolors and painted a beautiful fountain filled with sparkling water and surrounded by colorful flowers. As the fountain came to life, the children squealed with joy, splashing and laughing. Satisfied, Mia returned home and placed the paintbrush in a special box on her shelf. She knew she would use it again one day, but for now, she needed to rest and nurture her own creativity. Over the years, Mia continued to grow as an artist. She learned to balance her magical gift with her own needs, always remembering the elderly woman's advice. The paintbrush remained a cherished companion, a reminder of the power of kindness, imagination, and the importance of caring for oneself while helping others. And so, the little girl from Willowbrook became a legend. Her story passed down through generations as a testament to the magic that lives within all of us.